All right, everybody. So here are a couple of games that I play with my students, some lead-up games for the game of Tchoukball. As you can see, I have all the nets on one side of the gym and a bunch of poly spots spread all over the floor. Now, the object of this game is to try to throw the ball off the rebounder net and have at least one of your feet touching the spot. Now, this is a good game because it has the students work on sort of the angle aspect of the game, knowing that the ball is going to come off of the rebounder at a different angle, and being able to have their feet in the proper position, because in the game of Tchoukball, you need to have your feet sort of outside that zone when you go to catch it or when you go to throw it. So, again, just a real quick game that they can play, and they like that one pretty well. Here's another one that called Open Space Place, where again all the nets are on one side. And it's kind of hard to visualize, so I want you to kind of see that there's a green team and a yellow team. And then there's a row of poly spots and then a row of cones. Now the row of cones of students are coming up one at a time, so there's as many as 4 throwers at the same time. And the yellow team is trying to get to throw the ball off the rebounder and make it land within this scoring zone, so within the spots and within the cones on the floor somewhere here. So as you see, this yellow player threw it off the rebounder, but it hit before the row of spots, so it doesn't count as a point. But if they were able to throw it really hard and make it land inside the zone, then they score a point for their team. And then after a few minutes, then we switch, and the yellow team will be the catchers, and the green team will be the throwers. So again, that's a good one because they have to know that the ball has to go off the rebounder and go a certain distance in order for them to score. And it's good for the catching team because they have to be able to sort of see where the balls are coming off the rebounders and try to guess to catch the ball. And then another thing that I've used is an assessment. It's a partner assessment using a dry erase pocket. This is not something new. I've seen this a number of different times. But what one partner will do is watch their partner as they play the game of Jukeball. And I made these floors out of the exact floors that my floors look at school. So these papers, I just printed them out and put them in a dry erase pocket with a dry erase marker. And they just simply follow that player around as they play the game for about 3 or 4 minutes. And if for whatever reason the student stands in one spot for more than 5 seconds, then they would put a black dot. Then after the game is stopped, the partners will exchange and take a look at how that person looked. Now this person, as you can see here, moved all over the floor as they played the game, and that's really what you want. Because we know in the game of Tchoukball, it's not just one, you're not just defending one side or another, you're defending both sides, so you have to be able to move around the gym and get that spacing all around. So, again, just a few games that I play with my students that are pretty successful, all the way down to 3rd grade, so about 8 years old or so it works out really, really well. So again, hotspot Tchoukball, Open Space Place, and just a real quick partner set.